behind the scenes action. God,
they're so
that's
cool.
so crazy.
What's that filter?
I don't know. Instagram filters are amazing.
Yeah, they're really
Great.
Makes me look 10 years younger.
So we should be live now. We should be live now.
Oh.
I will put down my phone. Sorry.
Oh.
Hey, we're filming the story. You're filming the story for Instagram.
Chief, do you want to start us off?
Oh, sorry, hold on. Let me turn the volume down here. It popped up here. Honey County, we ready?
Hey, what's going on?
Ready.
All right. Let me get this started. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone out there in Facebook land. I'm Chief Master Sergeant Luis Reyes, the Senior Enlisted Advisor for the Exchange. Before we get to our guests, I want to introduce Leah and Julie Mitchell. Ladies, how are you?
Hey, Chief.
Hi, Chief. How are you?
Doing great. Thank you so much. So, Julie, I know we have some special guests. You mind introducing them? And
You got it, Chief. We absolutely have some terrific guests with us today. We have a trio, and they are a big supporter of our military communities, and they are a rising country band. Please help us welcome Dani Rose, Tracy Lambertucci, Sofie Lynn, better known as Honey County.
Hi. Awesome. Thanks for joining us, and for everybody watching. Let us know where you're watching from and leave some love for Honey County in the comments. And then if you want to watch this with your friends, go ahead and start your watch party.
Started mine.
hey, so Dani, Tracy, Sofie, thank you so much for joining us. We truly appreciate you taking time out of your days to spend some time with the military community. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? How'd you all meet up, and how did Honey County begin?
So Honey County began in 2014. It was when I first moved to Los Angeles from Virginia, and I was like, you know, just doing stuff by myself is not as fun as doing it with a group of other people. And I met two girls, the first girls that were in the band, which are not these two lovely ladies sitting next to me here, and started a trio. And as time went on, those girls decided that the band wasn't right for them and they wanted to go on their separate ways, and in came Tracy Lambertucci, who I met
17.
yeah, so like 2017, and that was a huge year for us because it was the first year we played Stagecoach. We had our first article in Rolling Stone. It was a big year. And then more recently, Sofie Lynn just joined the band this past December. So it's been a really fun, exciting ride, and we've continued to do lots of stuff. We've toured internationally and nationally. We did a tour overseas with the Navy. We went to Bahrain, and then we also went to Djibouti in Africa, so Middle East and Africa tour, and that was amazing. We had the best time. And then we also did a tour with Thompson Square. We visited army bases across the US. They were mainly located in the South, so we were going, it was crazy. We were flying from like LA to South Carolina. I think we went through like South Carolina like 5 times in 1 month. It was Charlotte, the airport in Charlotte. We were like, we live here. Like, if you've ever been to the airport in Charlotte, like they're the big rocking chairs. Like, I was like, oh, that one's mine. That is my rocking chair. So we've been really, really lucky and grateful to be able to do what we love while touring across the world, you know, and just, you know, still doing music even during this pandemic. We still feel really lucky to be able to still do what we do.
Tracy, Sofie, where are you from originally, all of you? And Dani, where are you all from originally?
I'm from Venezuela, Caracas.
Oh, Venezuela. Okay. All right. Little international.
Yeah, she is. International travel is no big deal for Tracy. She's like, yeah, I got this down.
Yeah.
I'm from Chantilly, Virginia.
And I'm from right here where we are now. I'm from Los Angeles. Born and raised.
But you went to Baylor, right? Didn't you go to Baylor, you just said?
I did. I left home, my hometown for Baylor for a couple years, and then I found my way back to LA.
No place like home.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that you're still making music even during the pandemic. So how have you guys been holding up, and what, if anything, has changed? What has COVID-19 changed about your plans?
Well, I feel like the biggest change and the biggest kind of, pushback like into like, wow, we're not doing music live anymore, except unless it's through Facebook or Zoom, is, we're not touring. And we had all these festivals and all of these really fun shows planned for the end of the year. It's festival season, even Stagecoach, and we weren't able to play them in front of crowds of people. And that is so sad, because playing music live, I mean, I still get the same feeling. I don't know if it's the same for you guys, but like when I'm playing like this, it's like, oh my gosh, we're still playing a show. But like I miss the energy, because when you're on stage, there is such an energy, just having a bunch of people out there listening to you, whether it's 5 people or 10 people or like 9,000, it's the same feeling, because you have a live audience, and it's so cool. And I feel like that's what's changed the most for me, including like not being able to see our friends and our family. Like I can't fly home, Tracy can't fly home, so we really miss our families. And going out to eat was really nice. That was a nice memory.
But you're all doing a lot of cooking at home. I see you on Instagram.
Oh, we are doing. Tracy actually taught us how to make a mug cake.
Yeah.
A mud cake?
Yeah, tell them what you do.
Yeah.
I don't know what
So
that
it's-
is.
It's like a cake in a coffee mug, and you just put it in the microwave for like 45 seconds, and you put ice cream on top of it.
It's really, that sounds good.
Calorie, like perfect dessert.
Hey, that's awesome. So I know, Dani, you mentioned a little bit earlier that you've been to Djibouti, you've been to Bahrain, you traveled across Army installations. You're really a big supporter of the nation's warfighters and their families. What words of inspiration do you all have for all the warfighters out there today?
Oh man. Well, first of all, thank you so much for your service. We really, really appreciate all of you keeping us safe. And I mean, I knew nothing about, what goes on overseas until we actually visited the bases. And that was just, the sacrifice that you all make for us, and for this country. We really appreciate it, because it is tough being out there. And it's not similar, and yet it is so similar, because right now we are isolated to being only able to see each other, and or who you're staying with, or who's in your household. And across overseas and stuff, it's the same thing. Like you can't see your family when you want to. You have to remain, sometimes you can't even leave the base. And I feel that very much right now. I think we're all getting a taste of what that's like, and we're trying to pull some strength from you all. So first and foremost, thank you so much for everything you do for this country. And then secondly, thanks for tuning in to our music, because we're here to make you guys happy, or laugh, or cry happy tears, or sad tears if you want, So I don't know if that was inspirational or not. Do you guys have anything better to say? I feel really bad.
As far as like what's been helping me get through these times is just finding different hobbies and finding things to like help pass the time, like music and playing with Honey County. And so I'd say just like maybe find something you're passionate about and help to just push through the times. And yeah.
Actually, Tracy, tell them about what you've been doing.
Yeah, so I made a little schedule of things that I wanted to do before the pandemic that I didn't have time, and I'm doing it every day. So it keeps me busy, and I don't know, I feel like my time is being used in a better way than just watching movies like I did the first 2 weeks of the pandemic. So that's what's helping me staying healthier and happier. And I'm working out a lot, so that helps a lot.
So Leah and I were civilians with the Army and Air Force Exchange Service, and we have about 33,000 fellow associates all over the world who are still working in our stores and in our restaurants, because we're considered mission essential right now. We would love to hear, and I know our teammates around the world would love to hear some words of hope from you guys. So what words of hope do you have for exchange associates around the world?
This will pass and we're going to get through it. And we are so positive and we can't wait to come back out and play shows for y'all, because we're using this time to get better and we're using this time to, just have fun. If you go to our Instagram, you can check out this nice slow-mo video of us hitting an Ava Pinata. We did that for the Cinco de Mayo show. We also recently played for Stagecoach, which they called Stage Couch. And we did a great rendition of 5 o'clock somewhere. And we're just, we're having fun, and we're having fun because we know that this is a time where we get to really hunker down and spend time doing the things that we absolutely love. And then, when we come out of this, we're going to be better and stronger.
Excellent. Thank you.
Awesome. So I had the honor to hear you guys perform in 2019 ahead of the Baton Memorial Death March. So can you share with us what it was like to perform at such an important event for the military community?
Oh, that was so special. That was at the Pan Am Center, right?
It was.
So we were playing a show opening up for Easton Corbin, and I remember we were coming down the elevator, and I was in this, we were wearing some beaded things, and you could hear it as we were walking down the hall, heels click 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 click, and beaded stuff, and that was the only sound because everyone else was outside. And once you opened up the doors to come backstage through everything, there was just this roar of the crowd, and it was unbelievable and really nerve-wracking. And we were I don't know, are we good? Do we have all of our notes? And we kept running just so many things. We were running notes, and our harmony's great. And then we were you know what, let's just go out there on stage. And it was crazy. It was such an awesome crowd. I remember we were playing, I think it was Cigarette. And this is a song that's super special because it's actually going to be featured on the season premiere of Yellowstone on June 27th on Father's Day, which is really cool. And we played this song for one of the first times in front of a big crowd, and everybody put their phone lights up, and it was just a sea of phone lights, and it was really special. And then I remember getting off stage. That's me. There
I don't know if you could see that, but yeah, I took that photo there.
Oh, do you see the beaded out? You see what I'm talking about? There was just stuff yeah, it was really. I won't wear that dress again, but it was really fun. It was an awesome show. It was so cool, and yeah, I would do anything to go back to that moment right now. It was really special. And I remember right before we went on, we were given this special plaque, and we got to meet all of the different family members that were involved within the center, and lots of members of the military. And then afterwards, we were able to meet so many people afterwards. They just came up to us. We were at the merch booth, and people wanted to come up and take photos and talk to us. And God, I remember taking off my heels because my feet hurt so bad. And then I was cause I'm only 5'1", and then with heels on, I'm 5'5", and then I was back to 5'1", and people were like, wow, you are tiny. So that was fun. It was really special.
Oh man. Hey, so I see Sofie and Tracy have some guitars right here next to you. We'd love to hear you play for us. Can you tell us a little bit about Country Strong and the powerful inspiration behind this song?
Man, Country Strong was so special. We were asked to write this to commemorate the lives lost at the Route 91 festival and the Borderline bar shooting. But the song also was supposed to be uplifting and inspirational. So it was a really heavy task, and we were so grateful to be asked to write it. And then we were asked to perform it at Stagecoach 2019 last year. And God, I remember
A few weeks ago, April.
Yeah,
Something.
it would have been
21st.
a year ago, April 24th or something, 28th maybe.
28th.
Yeah, and I remember we were standing on stage, and
Yeah.
oh, it was crazy. They gave this really nice, lovely speech, and we were all crying. I remember that. We just all looked at each other, and we were just tears were streaming down our faces because it was so moving. And we were hopeful to write this song to really uplift people and to bring them together and to, you know, really positively reinforce the fact that the country community and our entire community here in the US is so strong. And that's why we wrote Country Strong, and we hope that it continues to do that for people across the world.
All right, we're gonna hear it? You gonna give
Yeah,
us
let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
And if you want to, you can tell me to bring the volume up just by like going like this, and I'll do little sound adjustments. I know that sometimes it gets hard to speak when the world is so loud, and I don't feel brave enough to try and drown it out. But when I feel that beat running in my boots, yeah, you know there's nothing that we can do. Everything will be alright as long as I got you. Get back up. We'll hold our heads and our drinks high, rising like the sun in our hometown sky. Through it all, let our hearts beat on, 'cause it runs in our blood. We are country strong. Call on your angels all across the world and right down the street. There are no strangers here. That's how it's always been, how it'll always be. Hold our heads and our drinks high, rising like the sun in our hometown sky. Through it all, yeah, our hearts beat on, 'cause it runs in our blood. We are country strong. Country strong. Whoa, whoa. Get back up. We'll hold our heads and our drinks high, rising like the sun in our hometown sky. Through it all, yeah, our hearts beat on, 'cause it run in our blood. We are country strong. From down south out to the west coast, no matter where we are, everybody knows. Through it all, yeah, our hearts beat on, 'cause it runs in our blood. We are country strong. Country strong.
You guys are getting a lot of love on Facebook. We have people watching from all over the country. Jacqueline is watching from Puerto Rico. Brenda is watching from Bristol, Virginia. Sandy and Ryan Markinek are watching from Oklahoma. You got another Puerto Rico watcher in Victor Vasquez. So people all over are loving you guys. So can you tell us, like, what's ahead for you, especially as the nation kind of looks to ease those stay-at-home restrictions? What do you guys have coming up?
Well, we have a brand new single that's releasing on May 22nd. It's called Woke Up Tired. We've been really excited about this one. We've been working on it for a long time, and it's finally coming out, and that's going to be our main focus looking into May. And we're also going to be, you know, talking to lots of different festivals, which we already are, about plans and future plans to be playing in 2021. I don't know if any festivals are going to open up at the end of the year, but that would be amazing. We had an inquiry today from Hawaii, and they really want us to come in November. So that would be great if that opens and the country opens up and we can go. But yeah, the biggest thing that we're most excited about right now is the fact that we have a brand new song coming out and we can't wait.
Hey, ladies, before we continue, there's some static coming through. I'm not sure if you, it's coming through when you were singing too, and I didn't want to say something, but it's coming through.
Oh no. Well,
I don't know what it is. Is there a button down there or something? I don't know what you're looking at, but
I wish there was a button I could.
What is the bottom under it?
How about now? That's
Is that better?
instrumental. Is that better?
Got it. Try that.
keep talking. Say something. It's when you talk.
Check, 1, 2. Hey.
That's good.
That's better. Yeah, there was a lot of static coming through. I don't know what happened, but now you're good. Whatever you did, it's sounding good.
Okay,
good.
okay, great.
It's okay.
There we go. Yeah, I don't want y'all. Yeah, we got to make y'all look good. We got to make everybody look good. We can't have, got to be good. I want to make sure it sounds right so when people listen to it, it sounds good.
When you were talking, I didn't know that you were the chief, but now I'm a little nervous.
No, we're good. We're good.
Chief
Really
is good
cool down on her,
people.
Chief.
Chief is good people.
We're like hanging out with the chief, guys. This is kind of cool.
know.
Like, I feel really important right now. I should have dressed up a little more. Gosh.
Chief, you're blushing.
Oh my goodness.
Bless for Chief.
Oh my goodness. Let me go. I gotta hide now, guys.
Oh, that's it first. So you guys mentioned your new single that's coming out May 22nd, and you've told us about Woke Up Tired. Chief, anything you want to say about it?
I want to hear "Woke Up Tired" because I know it's brand new. I think it's coming out. I see you've been telling people to order it, to pre-save it, right, on the gram. I've been seeing that. So could we get a world premiere or something? Will this be like a world premiere? What would this be?
This is the world premiere of Woke Up Tired, just for you, Chief.
That's right.
I turn off the lights, and then I turn off my phone. But there's a party in my mind, even though I'm all alone. Oh, whoa. Lately, I'm overthinking it. Lately, I'm okay with it. I lose my mind and never can't think, I can't sleep, I can't do anything. I woke up tired, 'cause I've been running around with you in my dreams. I woke up quiet, 'cause I've been chasing after you in my sleep. You're the reason why, baby, I can't get through the night. And I try, but you're all that I see. I woke up tired, I've been running around with you in my dreams. I'm gunning yellow lights on the way to your house. Yeah, 'cause it's too damn late to try to slow this thing down, down, down. Lately, I'm overthinking it. Lately, I'm okay with it. I lose my mind whenever you. I can't think, I can't sleep, I can't do anything. I'm tired. I've been running around with you in my dreams. I woke up quiet, sitting at home watching us, which is everyone, you may clap your hands like this if you want to play with us.
Tunnel vision, autopilot, all that I do. Yeah, the only thing in focus is you. Tunnel vision, autopilot, all that I do. Yeah, the only thing in focus is you. I woke up tired. I've been running around with you in my dreams. I woke up wired. I've been chasing after you in my sleep. You're the reason why, baby, I can't get through the night, and I try, but you're all that I see. I woke up tired. I've been running around with you in my dreams. Yeah, running around with you in my dreams. Running around with you. I can't think, I can't sleep, I can't do anything. Yeah. Running around with you in my dreams. I can't think, I can't sleep, I can't do anything. I woke up tired.
Sorry, Cookie wanted to join.
She wants to sing along.
Where's Cookie? Bring Cookie over. Bring Cookie over.
That's awesome.
Cookie, come on over. Cookie doesn't want to come?
She wants to. They want to see.
He was a part of it.
Oh, wait.
Cookie, come here.
Could you hold this?
Yeah.
Cookie, come
Hey, we got the world premiere with Cookie in it.
Yeah, right? That's something you
This
won't
is
hear
our-
on the recording.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Cookie.
So sweet. Hi, Cookie.
Look, you're live.
You're live.
Cookie, you're live, but definitely, ladies, definitely a catchy tune. Can't wait till it releases. I wish you the best success. I know it's gonna be a smash hit. But thank you so much for brightening our day, spending time with us. Next time you're in Dallas, you need to come visit us, and we'll come see you. Hopefully, you're playing in Dallas sometime soon. But before we let you go, Julie, Leah, do you have any comments or questions from the audience out there?
We do.
I do. Okay.
Oh.
Go ahead, Leah.
Chris Ward says, I usually hear about people moving from Waco to bigger cities. How was the transition from LA to Waco? Was that a culture shock?
I don't know about a culture shock, but it was definitely different because Waco is such a small town. But I loved it so much. I actually rode horses over there, which I had never done in LA before.
Oh, that's nice.
I was in like a horseback riding club, so that was kind of cool. And I just made, Southern hospitality is really a thing. Everybody in the South was so nice, a total different world from LA. But it was good. I loved it. I loved my time in Waco.
Marisa is watching too, and she wants to know, since you can't do live shows right now, how are you connecting with your fans in other ways?
Well, this is one good example of how we get to connect with everyone. And we're also doing lots of little live things. It's not just music. We also do Honey County Kitchen from time to time. Like Tracy was talking, she taught us how to make a mug cake, which is basically you put a bunch of ingredients into a mug and then you put it in the microwave and it makes magically,
Yes.
I don't know. And then
Forty
you put ice cream on top of it and you're like, wow, this is my dessert. I baked a cake in the microwave. And we're doing lots of stuff. We've been able to play some festivals online. We did Stagecoach online. We did
Jam in the Van?
Jam in the Van. We did a Cinco de Mayo festival online. If you haven't checked out, like I said before, our slow motion hitting of the avocado pinata, it's definitely something you have to see.
One thing cool that we did too is on our Instagram lives, we were bringing people on to go live with us. And that was something super cool because we actually got to talk to them and see one of the girls we brought on, she had a parrot and we got to see her pet parrot.
Yeah,
which was
Emma.
really cool.
I remember her name, Emma. She was awesome. And
Yeah.
Emma hops on our lives all the time. So whenever we go live, request to go live with us because we'd love to talk with you and see you and say hi. It's really fun to connect that way.
Excellent.
Really cool.
Wow, that's awesome. So let's remind everyone, right? Let's remind all the viewers, where could they find you? Where could they follow you? What websites? Facebook, Instagram? What are your handles? Do you have tour dates coming up after the pandemic? Anything planned? Let the viewers know where they can find Honey County.
You can find everything you'd ever want to know about us at Honey County on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We have a TikTok, but we're still growing it. Just like be patient with us. Yeah, if you would be so kind as to pre-save our brand new single, just go to our Instagram profile. I also posted it in Facebook and on Twitter. There's a little link, and then you can pre-save it on iTunes, on Amazon, on Spotify, however you listen to your music. It's on Tidal, on Deezer, and you can just pre-save it, and that would help us out a lot, because then you'll be the first to be alerted when Woke Up Tired drops.
Excellent.
That is awesome.
Good
Ladies,
deal.
thank you so much. You're a breath of fresh air. We appreciate, great personalities. Love speaking with you. Thank you so much for coming on. I know everyone out there in Facebook land appreciates it. I wish you the best of luck. So thank you very much for all that you're doing, and of course for supporting the troops. We greatly appreciate it. And of course,
Thank you so much for your service, y'all. We really appreciate it. And have a day and rest of your week.
thank you too.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
See you guys later.